So I'm Carl, and I remember you last time when I was in the audience there. You were funny as shit. So you want to tell everybody your name and how you picked it?
My name is Ben Ortiz, aka the Joker, and there's a lot of reasons why I have that nickname, the Joker. Some people say I don't take comedy seriously, so I'm a joke, but now I do. I did it in the past, and I want to. I'm schizophrenic, and I want to I want to change how people think about schizophrenia. It's got a bad stigma, towards mental illness, people doing bad stuff. But I want to change the stigma, how people look at schizophrenia. I want to become a famous comedian, and how people view what schizophrenia, and change the people how they view it. And I want to refine comedy and the stigma of mental illness.
That's dope, son.
Yeah, thanks.
And I like the Joker thing. I think obviously Batman. Everybody thinks that, but I think of the court jester, and people don't understand the importance of the Joker, the court jester back in the day, and the King thing. But that's cool. I think you take it seriously. I've seen some of your stuff. So you from Connecticut?
I'm from Hampton, Connecticut. I'm locally here. Yeah.
Born and raised, cool. So how did you get started?
It was 14 years ago. My friend Marcus, he wanted me to do comedy. I said I didn't have enough confidence to do it. But eventually I got into it because he kept nagging me, Ben, do comedy, you're funny, be a stand-up comedian. And the first time I went on stage, I was awful. I got drunk and I made a fool of myself. I didn't have the courage to do it sober. It took me a year to do it sober, to go on stage sober, so that was my problem when I first started. But that's how I first started, and like I said, when I first started doing comedy, I didn't write jokes, but now I'm writing jokes, come a long way. And my first performance at Jokers Wild Comedy Club in New Haven, Connecticut, it went out of business,
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and that place means a lot to me, and sometimes I do meditation at that place where I used to be at, and I meditate there, because that's my first performance ever at Jokers Wild Comedy Club, 2009, February, third week of Wednesday.
That's awesome.
Yep.
No, I liked it, that place. I don't know why they shut down.
Well, I know one of the owners passed away. That was part of it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because it wasn't open, I know, very long.
Yeah, he had brain cancer, then he couldn't run it no more, then he passed away.
So you find out something on these interviews. And you're actually the first comedian that we've done. How does somebody get into becoming a comedian? Is there resources? I know there's YouTubes and stuff you can follow to be a rapper or a producer.
Well, I got a book, Jody Carter helps me how to be a stand-up comedian. That was the first book I read a long time ago, but I got part 2, so that helps. And I read Jody Carter books on comedy books, and I perform at Open Mics in New Haven, Hampton, West Haven, or in New York sometimes. I try to go. A lot of people don't book me that as much as I want to, because I looked at the Cliff Notes because I have a really bad memory, but I'm thankful that Frankie's booking me. But I'm a little frustrated, but it's okay. I'll be patient and try to keep working my craft, and someone eventually will like my stuff eventually, yeah.
Hell yeah, son. You got to keep working, and don't be afraid to have an angle or a gimmick, if you will, and work with it.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say using your schizophrenia as a way to get money or to get views, if you will, but to help people.
Yeah.
And you helping people is going to help yourself, because that's your angle, that's your gimmick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to just use that shit as fuel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there is books out there, and I'm assuming there's probably YouTube channels to help comedians and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, there was YouTube videos on how to become a stand-up comedian, but they got turned down. But I used to watch it all the time 10 years ago. But those videos don't exist anymore, I don't think. But I used to watch some guy from New York say, "What should I do if I get heckled? What should I do?" blah blah, just random stuff like that,
Yes. I like Joe Rogan's podcast, like many people do, and I like when he talks more about his comedian side of him than the MMA side.
Yeah.
And some of the people he brings on and stuff like that, So what are your comedic influences?
Definitely my favorite is Chris Rock, stand-up comedian. I like Jim Carrey, Lucille Ball. Those are a few. And there's a lot. I like George Carlin, Cat Williams. I like Jeff Dunham. There's a few, yeah.
So, to be honest with you, I do music with Frank, with Capo. I'm scared as hell to get on the stage, bro. I've been on one time, maybe. How you have schizophrenia? You're not scared to go on there. So the next question is: do you have any pre-show rituals to get you over the stage fight, if you will, if you even have any. But what are just some tools you use to get even on the stage?
Well, I still get nervous. I don't get scared no more, but I do a lot of meditation, and I just, sometimes I'll try to remain positive and don't take it serious, but not too serious, because I'm a comedian. I can't take it too serious. I write jokes. Yes. How can I take it too serious? But just have fun with it.
Yes. But just the nerves to get out there. I mean, that right there is worth its weight in gold. What are some of the most challenging and then the most funnest parts of, usually it's music, but comedy for you?
You never know what's going to happen at a show. There was times where I had them laughing so hard they were on the floor dying. There were times I got booed off stage. It's so unpredictable.
Yes.
Like, you never know what's going to happen. So it's just so fun. The adrenaline rush, I get a thrill out of it. It's fun and unique and exhilarating.
So I usually talk in terms of energy with music. Would you say there's an energy in comedy?
Well, I tend to have like a lot of energy on stage, but I don't want to go too crazy today. Last time I think I overdid it a little bit, so I'm gonna calm down a little bit. But I'm still gonna, act energetic and get my thoughts across.
Message across.
Yeah.
How would you like your comedy to be remembered?
Like I said, just someone who redefines schizophrenia as not a bad thing, but a good thing, and someone who does a schizophrenic comedian is doing something positive rather than something negative, like the stigma of like what I don't want to be like a rapist or a serial killer. I want people to know that I'm a famous comic, make people laugh, and I'm doing something positive, not negative, and redefine the stigma of schizophrenia. And I just want people to know that, I've been doing this for years. I never gave up. And a famous quote from Michael Jordan was, "I fail over and over again. That's why I succeed." And then I'll never forget that. Yeah. I had a $100 paid gig that was canceled a couple months ago, and I got devastated. But then I came here and killed it. Had a new YouTube video, so it was a good comeback, and I'm never gonna give up. I just gotta. A lot of people won't book me because they maybe don't like my style, but eventually someone's gonna give me a break in New York City, and I think I'll eventually become successful. I gotta be patient, work hard, and stay humble and stuff. Yeah.
It's all about the grind.
Yeah.
You wanna know why?
Why?
Steel sharpens steel.
Yeah.
Pillows don't sharpen steel, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So. This is your big moment for your plug. Like, how do we find you? All your social medias?
You can look Ben Ortiz comedian on YouTube. I got like 4 videos regarding stand-up comedy, 1 blog, and 1 interview from Pat Oates, and then hopefully this interview is soon. So, and hopefully I'll have a video tonight. So I'll be like 8 videos.
Yes. So now we'll do some crazy questions, and they're not too crazy. Do you believe in aliens, and why?
Yeah, I believe in aliens. This universe is very big, and I think there's definitely aliens, and there's something out there, yeah.
How about other dimensions?
Yeah, I believe in several dimensions, yeah.
Okay. Well, what was your dream? Was being a famous comedian your dream as a kid? Your dream job, or did you have another dream job?
No, I don't know what I wanted to be when I wanted to maybe be like a baseball player, or maybe, I'm not sure what it wasn't a comedian, really. I didn't, maybe a famous baseball player, but now when I grew up, like
sports was big for everyone as a kid.
Yeah. Now I want to be a comic, an actor, yeah.
Do you sing in the shower? And I guess because now you're a comic, and the first different type of genre we're doing, do you do comedy in the shower or sing? And is that considered practice?
No, I don't really sing in the shower that much no more. No.
Do you do some of your comic routines while you're in the shower? Maybe?
No, not really. No.
All right. So thanks for coming along, brother.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes.